This is Tarbosaurus, one of the largest predators to ever stalk the late Cretaceous landscapes of Asia. Closely related to the more famous Tyrannosaurus rex, this Mongolian giant was a formidable hunter, reigning as the dominant carnivore of the Nemegt Formation. Though slightly smaller and more slender than its North American cousin, Tarbosaurus was no less deadly, boasting a specialized skull, immense bite force, and adaptations uniquely suited to its environment. Like all tyrannosaurids, Tarbosaurus was a bipedal predator with an enormous skull, powerful legs, and relatively small arms. The holotype specimen measures at around 10 meters in length and is estimated to have weighed between 4.5 and 5 tons. The skull alone reaches a length of 1.3 meters. Some remains suggest the possibility of an even larger individual reaching 12 meters, with skull estimates at 1.6 meters long. Despite its bulk, Tarbosaurus was built differently from T-Rex. While T-Rex had a broader skull and a more robust frame, Tarbosaurus had a narrower, elongated skull with a more gracile build. These differences suggest variations in hunting strategy and prey preference between the two giant tyrannosaurs. One of Tarbosaurus's most distinctive features was its rigid upper jaw, which differed from the more flexible structure seen in T-Rex and other North American tyrannosaurs. This adaptation influenced how it distributed stress while biting. Rather than transmitting bite force through the fused nasal bones, as in T-Rex, Tarbosaurus relied on a unique system of ridges, notches, and grooves that locked its jaw in place. Tarbosaurus possessed a jaw-locking mechanism shared only with Alioramus, a long-snouted relative from the same region. This feature, along with its rigid skull structure, may have evolved to help it tackle sauropods, the largest herbivores of its environment. In contrast, North American tyrannosaurs, which rarely coexisted with sauropods, had more flexible jaws. Tarbosaurus had some of the smallest arms in proportion to its body size, among all the known tyrannosaurs. However, fossil evidence suggests that these arms were still functional. Stress fractures found in Tarbosaurus hand bones indicate that they were used regularly, perhaps to grasp struggling prey or assist in rising from a resting position. Despite their reduced size, these limbs were not vestigial. Tarbosaurus lived in what is now the Nemegt Formation, a region in Mongolia dating to approximately 70 million years ago. This area was once a lush environment, with large river channels, floodplains, and forests, though periodic droughts may have created temporary desert-like conditions. Fragmentary Tarbosaurus fossils have also been found in the Subashi Formation in western China, suggesting it had a broad range. In this video, Tarbosaurus is depicted living in two environments. The first environment is composed of relatively young volcanic soil. The soil is extremely fertile, but has not yet had time to develop into deep soil. That job is assisted by lichens, which you will likely see dotted throughout the semi-bare landscape. Tarbosaurus remains have also been found in regions that indicate a desert climate at the time, which is reflected in this video. Tarbosaurus lived alongside many dinosaurs, including Deinocheirus, a massive sauropod named after the Nemegt Formation, where its remains have been found, Barsboldia, a large hadrosaur, Tarkia, an ankylosaur, and Mononychus, a tiny theropod around 4 feet long. By far the most unique dinosaur Tarbosaurus lived alongside was Deinocheirus. Deinocheirus is one of the largest known ornithomimosaurs, with estimates suggesting it reached lengths of up to 11 meters and weighed between 6.5 and 7.3 tons. Standing approximately 4.4 meters tall in a hunched posture, it was taller than Tyrannosaurus rex. Its body was supported by an enlarged pelvis, with strong muscular attachments and relatively short legs ending in broad, blunt claws, more reminiscent of Ornischian dinosaurs than other theropods. Despite its bulk, Deinocheirus had hollow bones, reducing its overall weight. The dorsal ribs were tall and relatively straight, indicating a narrow body profile. A distinctive feature was the tall neural spines on its back vertebrae, forming a sail-like structure. While direct evidence of feathers on Deinocheirus is lacking, related ornithomimosaurs are known to have had plumage. The presence of fused vertebra at the end of its tail suggests it may have sported a fan of tail feathers. Reconstructions, like this one, often depict Deinocheirus with a thick coat of feathers, which would have been advantageous for thermoregulation in its environment. Deinocheirus had a long, narrow skull measuring over 1 meter in length, ending in a wide, duck-like bill similar to that of hadrosaurs. Unlike hadrosaurs, which possessed dental batteries for grinding plant material, Deinocheirus had a toothless beak and a massive, deep lower jaw. The small attachment points for jaw muscles indicate a weak bite force. It likely used its large, muscular tongue to move food to the back of its mouth and relied on gastroliths, stones ingested to aid digestion, to process plant material. The forelimbs of Deinocheirus were among the largest of any bipedal dinosaur, each measuring about 2.4 meters in length and ending in 3-finger hands with blunt 20-centimeter claws. These formidable arms may have been used for a variety of purposes, including gathering plants, digging, or possibly defense against predators. Deinocheirus inhabited large river channels, floodplains, and forests. This environment would have supported a diverse array of flora and fauna, providing ample resources for an omnivorous dinosaur like Deinocheirus. Evidence suggests that Deinocheirus did eat meat. The shape of the skull and beak indicates a diet primarily consisting of plants, which it likely gathered using its broad bill and possibly its large claws. Additionally, fish remains have been found in association with Deinocheirus specimens, indicating that it also consumed aquatic animals. The combination of herbivorous and carnivorous dietary traits suggests a highly adaptable feeding strategy. Tarbosaurus's massive size and powerful bite force suggests that it targeted large prey, particularly sauropods and hadrosaurs. Given its bone-crushing capabilities, it may have scavenged carcasses as well. While Tarbosaurus is often depicted as a solitary hunter, fossil evidence and behavioral inferences suggest it may have lived in small family groups. However, solitary individuals may have also existed, possibly young adults or nomadic hunters. Tarbosaurus was a highly specialized predator, adapted to hunting massive prey with its reinforced skull and jaw-locking mechanism. Unlike T-Rex, it may have relied less on direct brute force and more on precision bites and strategic hunting methods. Its presence in the Nemegt Formation shaped the entire ecosystem, driving herbivores into an evolutionary arms race. Whether hunting in groups or alone, Tarbosaurus was undoubtedly one of the most fearsome dinosaurs of the late Cretaceous.